Hello, good morning, students. You have seen that the soap bubbles are spherical in shape, as well as the shape of the liquid drop is spherical as shown in the picture. Or if we pour the mercury, then it forms a spherical ball bearing like shape, and it's due to the mechanical property of fluid, that is surface tension, which you have to study today. Before that, we have to study some definitions. First definition is molecular force. Now, every molecule attracts the another molecule with the force, and that force of attraction is called as molecular force. Means it is the force of attraction between molecules or two molecules of a substance. Now, there are two types of molecular forces. First is adhesive force. Adhesive force is the molecular force of attraction between molecules of different substances. For example, force of attraction between glass molecules and water molecules. Our second example is force of attraction between chalk and the blackboard. Due to this, we can write on the blackboard, as there is force of attraction, that is adhesive force is between chalk molecules and board molecules. Second type is cohesive force. It is the force of attraction between molecules of the same substance. For example, force of attraction between molecules of water, or force of attraction between molecules of glass, or force of attraction between molecules of chalk. Third definition is range of molecular force. It is the maximum distance from a molecule up to which the molecular force is effective. That is called as range of molecular force, and its value is 10 raised to minus 9 meter in solids and liquids. Then sphere of influence. Now if we take a molecule at the center and radius as a range of molecular force, and if we draw a imaginary sphere considering the molecule as a center, then that sphere is sphere of influence. Means it is the imaginary sphere around a molecule in which force of attraction is influenced. Now consider Laplace molecular theory. Consider a water in a container and consider three molecules of the water. One is totally inside the water, that is M1. Second molecule M2 is just below the free surface of the water, and M3 is on the free surface of the water. Now consider the molecule M1. Here M1 experiences the cohesive force, that is force of attraction between molecules of water from all direction, and since this force acts from all direction, this force get cancelled, and here resultant force, that is R, is equal to 0. Then consider the water molecule M2, which is just below the free surface of the water. Then some part of its sphere of influence is above the free surface of the water, which contains air molecules above the free surface, and here the number of air molecules is less as compared to number of water molecules. Therefore again the cohesive force is greater compared to adhesive force between water molecule and air molecule. Therefore here resultant force R acts in downward direction on molecule M2. Now consider water molecule M3, which is on the free surface of the water, of which sphere of influence is above the free surface, half part is above the free surface and half part is below the free surface. Means half part contains air molecules and half part contains water molecules. As we know that number of air molecules is less in half part compared to number of water molecules in half part. Therefore again here resultant force, that is cohesive force, is greater compared to adhesive force, and here the resultant force R acts in downward direction. Means the molecules which are just below the free surface or on the free surface of the liquid experiences resultant downward force acting on the molecules inside the liquid, and to balance this downward force, the free surface of the liquid has a tendency to contract and have a minimum surface area. This free surface of the liquid contracts due to balance this downward force, and this tendency of the liquid force is due to surface tension. The surface molecules are compressed as shown in figure more tightly together at the surface, forming a elastic membrane like structure. Now here again the surface tension is denoted by T is shown at the free surface of the liquid. At the free surface of the liquid, cohesive force of molecules is there between the liquid molecules, and this free surface has a tendency to contract and occupy a minimum surface area. This property is called as surface tension, and it acts like a elastic membrane at the free surface. Liquid acts like a elastic membrane at the free surface. Now second definition of surface tension is that it is defined as the tangential force, that is force of contraction acting per unit length on free surface of the liquid, means T is equal to F upon L. Then SI unit of surface tension is Newton per meter. Its CGS unit is Dyne per centimeter. Now what is surface energy? The extra energy of the molecules in the surface layer is called as the surface energy of the liquid. Now why this shape of the liquid is spherical? It is due to when dropping through the air, the liquid when drops through the air, the molecules have the being pulled towards the center. These molecules have a tendency, or free surface of the liquid has a tendency to occupy minimum surface area, contract and occupy minimum surface area, and out of the different shapes, triangle, rectangle or sphere, the sphere has the minimum surface area, therefore shape of the liquid drop is spherical. Now examples of surface tension. As this free surface of the liquid acts as like elastic membrane, if we put a needle on the free surface slowly, as the density of the needle is greater than the water, but it can float on the water due to the property of surface tension. Second example is insects or water spider can walk on the surface of the water. You might have seen the ant also walk on the surface of the water due to this property, as the free surface of the water acts as a elastic membrane. Then third example is, if we put a camelin brush in the water, then its bristles get separated as shown in figure, and if we take out this brush outside, then due to surface tension these bristles come together and occupy the minimum surface area, and its shape becomes pointed as shown in the second figure, and it's due to the surface tension property. Now relation between surface tension and surface energy. Now consider a rectangular frame PQRS as shown in figure, and dip this rectangular frame in the soap solution. And here PQ is the wire, that is movable end of this rectangular frame, and when we take out this frame outside the water, then it form a thin film of a soap solution. Now this P PQRS, this in this rectangle QR is movable. Now we can move this QR against the inward force F. Inward force is due to surface tension, and if we pull this QR outside, the force acting is F dash. Now here the inward force F acting on QR is given by F is equal to 2 into 2L. Since two layers are there, if length QR is L of the rectangle, we know that surface tension T is equal to force of contraction per unit length. Therefore force is equal to surface tension into length. As here two layers are formed, upper and downward, Here we can take the length as a double, therefore F is equal to 2 into 2L. Now when we move this QR outward side, work is done, and if distance covered by this QR up to Q dash R dash is dx, then work done is, we know that, force into displacement. Therefore dW is equal to F dash dx. Here dW is equal to, now putting the value of force, T into 2L dx. But if we consider the rectangle Q dash R dash R, here dx is one side and 12 is second side, means it is the length into breadth, that is area of this rectangle, and it is denoted by dA. Therefore work done dW is equal to T into dA, and this work done in stretching the film is stored in the form of potential energy at the free surface, and this energy is called as surface energy. Therefore we can replace dW as a surface energy. It is equal to T into dA. Now here we can write T is equal to surface energy upon dA, means we can define surface tension also. Surface tension is equal to surface energy per unit area. Means we have seen three definitions of surface tension. First is, free surface of a liquid has a tendency to contract and occupy minimum surface area. Second definition is, it is the force of contraction per unit length acting perpendicular to the free surface of the liquid. And third definition is, it is the surface energy per unit area. Thank you.